So I thought I'd go live and talk about some projects I'm currently working on and some other stuff. But do I need to lower this? I don't think so. No, that'll be able to show really good. But basically, this is me haphazardly doing stuff, working on a couple projects while I got the weekend off. Uh, this is one I'm working on. Is going to be a custom of my own character, Anchor, for my stories. And I'm taking this like old man Logan, I think, or old man Wolverine, and a few other things. I don't know why I got these Star Wars guns here. Oh, it's because I'm using this T'Challa What If Star Lord for the helmet for my character, which you see it all over the logos and stuff I got on here. So if you want to see what it looks like, I might have to change this, or I might just paint it. Uh, and then I got the hands and then big spatula, and it'll work for him. But one of the main thing I wanted to work on today was work on some casting cave. I bought like one of the casting cave lots, which had like a bunch of like imperfect, I guess, heads, even though some of them are really good. Uh, and mistakes that happened when he created them. He did a lot of them, and I got like a whole box right here. Yeah, it'll be good practice for me as I learn how to do stuff like heads, because I'm not very good at it. I'm learning. It doesn't help that I'm having a lot of problems with my eyes right now. But I did this one. This is what wasn't from Casting Cave, but it's hard to get to see. I like how his camera is supposed to be self-focusing, but it never focuses. This Darth Vader damaged head, I need to go over the black with some clear coat or something like that to make it more shiny and stuff like that. Either that, or I'm going to weather damage this one and then do it to the body. I got a Darth Vader figure, which I only got one. So yeah, here's a number of heads I'm working on, and I got to repaint a bunch of heads that I didn't do very good, like a Jason Bourne head, and some more like if you've been watching our figure photography stuff, like I've been taking some pictures with Sean Connery, James Bond, but I need to redo those heads because they don't look very good right now. But I got these two Mandalorians that came in the casting kit, and I've always wanted to do my own personal custom Mandalorian, and so I like haven't like bought a figure to do it with right now. I think it was cheap. Over. I haven't bought a figure to do it with right now to do my own custom one, so I thought I would do it with these two. One of these I'm gonna put my uh, my Doctor Strange display, which I have like this big area on the display on the background. It's mainly just little things like really weird things that he's collected over time. I think I might have to. This one not much of a hose, so when I do that one, I'll have to do it. But I got this color shift paint. I thought would be nice to try for this. Do this. Like when I first got these, I was wondering if this was just a Mandalorian or was these clone troopers. Um, so I'm going to do a base of this, and then just to get some of it all over it, and then I'm going to go back. Which I think my hair dryer's in there, or hair dryer, my gun. It already gets a lot of shine on it. Go and get my heat gun real quick. I brought everything else in here, but I ain't got my heat gun. But it's right nearby. I was wondering where a bunch of my brushes were, and I'm in the kitchen, like painting a I'm painting up a big motorcycle for when my Ghost Rider comes in. Let's see, how am I going to do this? Or should I just not even? I might just do the base coats on all these and then go back. Some more. As you can see right there, it's starting to shine. Go back here and do it real quick. Let's see. So I think it. Try that out some, and now I'm try to do another coat. Real quick. I'm doing this real quick because I want to see how that color looks once it's dry. And the reason why I wanted to get these heads from Casting Cave too is like there's a bunch of heads really cheap, and I can practice. Without feeling really bad, I paid a huge amount of money for them, so. I also see where somebody took this paint, this color shifting paint, and they put, actually it's Kit Bash Customs. He's on YouTube if you want to check him out. He took it and added highlights to some of the like skelly part look on Zartan, and it gave it a different look. And just a pretty good metallic look too. I'll put that one in there. Let's see, was I want to use this paint on anything else? Huh, I think it was. So that might be the only thing I'm using. So, what else do I need to do? Oh, I need to drill a hole for this like Star-Lord head because um, this figure has that big old bulge, and it won't fit this one. So let me trim all that out. I need to get me an extension cord in here set where I can work on stuff. Like I have a place to put stuff. It's just not good, handy place. Uh, so I need to work on this one. Uh, I got a bunch of heads to work on. If you want to see some more of the heads while that dries, that I got. Another place I get a lot of heads from is JS Armory. This one's Danny Trejo. But all these came from Casting Cave, and I don't even know what all of them are. Like that's obviously a Hulk. Clean Eastwood. I don't know if I'll ever use that for anything. I think this is a Luke Skywalker with his chin kind of messed up. So that'd be a good one to experiment on. Sabretooth, even though I don't like the bigger Sabretooth look. Like, there's a bunch in here. There's a Kylo Ren. There's a Telly Savalas. So I already got one. I made a Blowfield of. Maybe I'll make a Kojak one. Like, there's a number of good ones in here. Like, it's really cool. I don't know if he still got that up on his site, but if you go to Casting Cave, like he had these grab bags that you could get of stuff. So yeah, let's do some black. Paint some hair. Good thing I can do pretty quickly. I took a lot of my stuff to work, so I can work on stuff during my lunch break. And since I had a couple days off, I brought it all home. But do some hair. So real quick. This doctor is basically done. I need to Dremel out the hole in that one, so that's gonna go on the stuff I need to Dremel. It's Nicolas Cage. No, this is the Nicolas Cage one. I got that was from JS Armory. When he has that, I do this. Die Hard, Bruce Willis. I think everybody's gonna have basically black hair, and then I'll adjust it from there. I like when I do really bad jobs on painting some stuff, and then I look at it and I'm like, actually, that looks like something I grew up with. Like, especially on the eyes, because I'm not that great with the eyes. So I'll paint up like some eyes on something, and then I'll be like, it looks like stuff I did when I bought when I was little. Bug eyes and shit. I don't think I got my fine brush over here. I got one of those really, really fine brushes. One thing I've done before with painting, and I'm sure I'm not the first person that's did this, but I'll actually like still hold my thing because my hands shake. I will put it in something that I'm painting, say some styrofoam or something, and then I'll put my phone actually up against it and use my phone to see. It's weird. Like I'll take it and stick it in some foam, and then I'll be like using my phone to look at it so I can actually see the details. Really good. Because I'm not the best. By the way, Corey at Casting Cave does some of the best painted heads you'll see. I'm talking big companies or what. He's just really good. Wonder if I should make his hair a little bit thinner. Is Bruce Willis here? I like how Bruce Willis has went from this guy that a lot of people had grown to not like very much, and then he gets sick and people like him also. I mean, it's sad that he got sick and shit, But he was known as pretty much a pretty big jerk when it comes to all this stuff. Yeah, I sat and watched on Casting Cave when he's on like Tiny Mean Tuesdays on the Day Wonder channel. Like when he's on there painting stuff and he's doing these like heads like crazy, and like I'm like, dude, how the freaking do you do that? Like I don't see how he does it so quickly and shit like that. Because it uses it all for making dioramas and everything. So it's hard to just define something. Ugh. I mean, how much you think you're prepared to do something and then you like, can't find anything to do it with. We'll make sure I got everything next time. Or I won't. That's more likely what it'll be. I mean, it could help if I was somebody who's slowly losing his eyesight, anyways. I've already seen where I messed up on this already. A couple of space places. They look up really Gianni when his hair started dripping at that conference. I mean, that news conference. Like I did a couple of heads that looked good. I wish more places where you bought it, you would know what the casting is going to look like. Like you don't always know that in places where you buy heads. Um, so sometimes you'll buy a head and it'll be like, you know, clear, and then sometimes it'll be like white and sometimes black, and like I've gotten a few that match to plastic of most action figures and stuff, so you don't really have a problem with it for the most part. So this one's the Snake Plissken. It actually wouldn't look bad on that body, actually. Just gonna go rolling over. Get that long 80s hair. Hairband hair. But I was talking about casting caves, like heads. He does painted heads on there, worth every dollar. Like I've seen some of them in person. Like I haven't bought a painted head with him from him. Like I buy only buy the non-painted heads, but it's just a matter of money more than anything else because the quality of them are super good. Um, yeah, and there's some really good ones on there. like he's recently been painting a bunch of uh like more like Jim Lee X-Men looking heads, uh, and they're super cool. I mean, some of the best heads you'll find anywhere. I gotta give me some brushes too, because even from a hack like myself, like good brushes help. Yeah, I mainly want on a bunch of these just to get the hair started on them, and then I can go back and do the detailed stuff. Find all my mistakes later. Because there'll be a lot of them. I know this. I know this. And this head right here is another one I got from Jay's Army. It's JS Armory uh, on Etsy. And it's another head I got from him. Like I know he actually has a Big Trouble in Little China Kurt Russell, but I wanted to make mine kind of like Jack Bauer in the future. So I actually used the NECA um, Kurt Russell head to do mine. Turn the light back on. So I hope so. Living in really small apartments is a pain in the ass. Because you ain't got many sources of light, and you turn off one thing to turn another thing on. It's a little bit early. Yeah. So that's my base hair down for that one too. Another Jace Armory uh, is this Cobra, Stallone Cobra head. I need some shiny paint for his glasses. I know for sure. Let's get some base hair down. Get this again under my light. Or under my phone camera. Yeah, he has more of a flowing hair, so it's going to take more detailed for his. So that little bit's good enough for me for humor now. So I got the start to those. Now the next one I'm doing is John Wick from the same seller. Which this is going to be one of the hardest ones for me to do because it's facial hair. I'm not very good at stuff like that. Though as you can see, I'm not very good at any of this stuff. It's a lot of fun. Because I'm not trying to sell stuff or anything else. I'm just trying to have fun. It amazes me when I see people like Corey do eyes. Like Corey from Casting Cave do eyes. Because it's just so talented, like, to be able to do those things, like, and do them that well. Like, me, I just do the white and then a dot. And it looks good enough for me. Like I said, all my stuff is like, would it look good as a toy when I was a kid? Yeah, it will look good as a toy when I was a kid. So I'm good with it. And this one's gonna have to have a lot more detail. So I got those. Let's see if I want to do anybody else real quick. Coloring. I have black hair too. I don't really have a theme to do. Our Vader's finished. I just need to do basic stuff on him. You can see a little bit better when we do it. This camera, I bought this camera and it's supposed to autofocus perfectly, and yeah, it's not actually very good at it. Poster putty I put in Hoodie's on. Sometimes it doesn't work as good. I should leave him white. That's some white ass hair. I don't even have a Kylo Ren figure, but this is pretty cool. When Casting K was doing these things, it's like random stuff he sends out. So one of the reasons why I don't actually like painting at my desk is I'm always afraid that something's going to happen. And this is my work desk for actual painting stuff too. Computer stuff I do. About like wearing gloves at work. I'm like, I'm gonna wear gloves so I don't get messy. And there'll be a moment where I take off my gloves and immediately I grab something with my hands. So, oh, that was smart. Really smart of me to do that. I like how Kylo Ren's character is basically Star Wars fanboys. That's why it was so stupid, the last thing. Which I don't hate the new Star Wars movies. I actually like quite a bit of stuff on them. But the whole thing with like him and Rey being more like connected, I didn't really like that. Really that much. Go wash my hands really quick. Because the best thing working with acrylic paints is it washes off so quickly. And it does wash off stuff really quickly too. So that's really cool about it. I need to trim all these too. I'm not going to do any dreamling right now though. So I got, of heads I'm currently working on, I got painted started work. I just started today on some hair, on some Snake Plissken, Bruce Willis from Die Hard, or any other Bruce Willis movie, or basically Kylo Ren, John Wick, and Stallone from Cobra and The Mandalorian. And I got a lot of other stuff to do. But I thought this would be a good test to see how this would go. Basically, testing out everything and see how this setup right here would go. I think this is not a bad setup. I know it's not like the greatest thing in the world to be able to see the screen here and all that, but yeah, just thought I'd test and see how live streaming, painting some stuff would work out. Yeah. Go check out tenuniverse.blogspot.com and on here for all our videos. I try to do daily shorts if I can with mainly linked to figure photography stuff, but also a lot of other stuff. So, see y'all later.